At 81, you stop checking the clock and start noticing the hourglass. You don't count hours anymore, you count grains of sand. I can see the sand at the top running low. And here's something many people don't like to hear. Some will ignore what I'm about to say, and some will regret that later. I'm not speaking from fear. I'm speaking from the calm clarity of someone who has watched nearly 30,000 sunrises and sunsets. I don't know you personally, but if you're hearing this, it's not random. Something in your life slowed you down just enough to listen. Before my time runs out, there's one truth I feel compelled to pass on. You won't find it in self-help books or motivational speeches. You only discover it when the noise fades and you're left alone with your own soul. I made mistakes that cost me decades of peace. I chased shadows thinking they were treasures. I said later far too often. Today, I would trade everything I built for 5 minutes with a man I was at 30. Since I can't go back, I'm speaking to you. The biggest mistake you're making right now, and I know because I made it too, is living as if you're immortal. We wake up assuming tomorrow is guaranteed. It isn't. Tomorrow is a high-risk loan that can be canceled without warning. I spent most of my life preparing to live. When I retire, I'll travel. When the kids grow up, I'll focus on my marriage. When I have more money, I'll slow down. I kept waiting. Life didn't. Life doesn't happen in the when. It happens in the while you're waiting for the perfect moment. Life is quietly slipping through your fingers. I've seen friends die with suitcases packed for trips they never took. I've seen people carry grudges into the grave because they thought forgiveness could wait. There's another quiet tragedy that comes with age, and almost no one talks about it. It's not losing people suddenly. It's losing them slowly while they're still alive. Conversations get shorter. Visits grow rare. Birthdays turn into text messages. One day you realize you no longer truly know the people you once loved deeply. I believe relationships were indestructible. I thought time together was infinite simply because the people were familiar. I was wrong. Relationships don't die from explosions. They die from neglect. From I'll call tomorrow. From I'm too busy today. From assuming there will always be another chance. Some doors don't close loudly. They close quietly. And by the time you notice, knocking no longer works. If there's someone you miss but haven't reached out to, don't overthink it. Pride feels light when you're young, but unbearably heavy when you're old. You think you own your time, but you don't. You're only renting it. And the landlord never gives notice before asking for the keys back. If you have something important to say it today. If you need to forgive someone, do it now. Don't wait for clarity to arrive on a hospital bed, because their clarity comes wrapped in regret. For 40 years, I worried about titles, bank balances, and appearances. I thought respect was something you displayed. Now I see how wrong I was. A job title doesn't keep you warm at night. A bank balance doesn't bring back missed birthdays or the laughter of children who grew up while you were busy providing. Another truth I learned too late is how much of my life was shaped by fear of judgment. I didn't call it fear back then. I called it responsibility. I called it being realistic. But I postponed dreams because they didn't look respectable. I silenced parts of myself to fit expectations no one ever actually wrote down. Here's the cruel part. The people whose approval I chased don't remember the sacrifices I made. But I do. When you're young, you think being liked is safety. When you're old, you realize authenticity was saved you years of quiet suffering. We spend our health to gain wealth, and then spend our wealth trying to regain our health. In the end, what sustains your soul has no price tag. The taste of coffee made by someone who loves you, the smell of rain on warm pavement, the small hand of grandchild resting in your tired one. If I could give you one piece of advice, it would be this. Never place ambition above the people who love you. The world moves on quickly. Your job will replace you faster than you imagine. But to those who truly know you, you are irreplaceable. Invest your time in what is eternal, not in what merely shines. Life doesn't change through dramatic decisions as much as it does through small daily choices. Choosing presence over distraction, listening instead of waiting to speak, sitting in silence without reaching for a screen, saying, I love you without needing a reason. Silence taught me more than noise ever did. In silence, you hear what you've been avoiding. In silence, you understand who truly matters. And in silence, you realize peace doesn't come from having more. It comes from needing less. If you learn to be present now, old age won't feel empty. It will feel complete. Maybe you're listening with regret, thinking you wasted too much time or chose the wrong path. Let an old man tell you something important. Scars are not proof of failure. They're proof that you lived. Perfection is an illusion sold online. Real life is messy, painful, patched together, and still beautiful. A broken vase repaired with gold becomes more valuable than a flawless one. Your life, with all its cracks, can still become a masterpiece. The past is a teacher, not a prison. Learn the lesson, then close the door. Soon these words will end, and you'll return to your routine. But remember this, life is too short to be lived small. Be generous. Be brave in forgiveness. Love deeply and without delay. Because when the lights finally go out, the question won't be, what did I achieve? It will be, who did I become and who did I love? In the end, the only thing we truly take with us is love.